morning. I know you're not used to seeing me this way, but I'm trying something new. So, in efforts to still be able to give you some good information, but taking up a lot less time writing it, and of course, on your end, taking a lot less time reading it, I'm going to come to you from time to time in video. Hello. So it's going to be something that's just very candid. I will just give you a couple of things that came out of my mind for the day or for the morning, and then just kind of keep it moving from there. So today I read a fabulous quote, and it said, "If it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse." And I think that sometimes people aren't aware that they're finding the excuses for the things that they say are important to them, because that totally made me think about different conversations I've had with clients and some of my not your average boot campers. Even, I mean, it's only Wednesday and I've had so many of these conversations already this week. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Think about what you are going for. What is it that you're trying to achieve when it comes to body, when it comes to your fitness goals? Okay, a lot of people say, of course, they want to lose weight, lose body fat, and drop dress sizes. But exactly what are you doing to make that happen? Because a lot of times, and I know a lot of my fitness professional friends can agree, when you have someone that gives you that, weight loss or fat loss as a goal, you're like, great, okay, here are the things that you need to do. For most of us, we've been doing this a while. I mean, it's hard for me to believe, but I have been doing fitness full time for 8 years. 8 years, that's crazy. But in that amount of time, I've worked with a lot of people, a lot of different backgrounds, different exercise histories, and we know what works. And we tell people what works, and then there's all these excuses. So we say, okay, you're going to need to exercise about 5 times a week. Okay, and depending on how much time you have and how much time you're willing to commit, we'll give you goals based on that. And we'll also tell you, okay, you're going to have to eat more fruits and vegetables, more so on the vegetable side of things. You're going to need to drink water, cut out a lot of the sweets, and at least eat exactly like you're supposed to 90% of the time. I'm giving you cheat meals or times where you don't have to go according to plan 10% of the time, and I'm still fighting you. Like, think about what you want and what you're actually doing. So, we'll tell people that, and then we'll talk to them a little bit later, or, if they're a client, then we're, of course, checking in with them and doing their assessments, and they're just like, yeah, wow, those eating vegetable things, I really don't like to eat vegetables. Or, I really don't like to drink that much water. I don't like the way water tastes. Water doesn't have a taste. But, I give them options. We try and keep moving. So then a little bit further down the road, they're like, oh, I have this ache and pain. And it's like, okay, I can help you for a little bit, but you need to see a massage therapist. Did you call the massage therapist? No. Did you call the massage therapist? No. My back hurts. Did you call the massage therapist? No. Oh my gosh. Okay, so think about what you're trying to do. By the way, I live in Midtown, like right in Atlanta. And I also live near a hospital. So the siren, you may hear that a lot. So think about what you're trying to do and what you're actually doing to get you closer towards your goal. Okay? Think about that. The other thing I find very interesting is that, and what I tell a lot of my clients as well, most of them are professional people. Okay, they work in, I have clients that are doctors, I have clients that work in the IT field, I have clients that are HR folks, that work for the CDC, that work for FEMA. I have clients that do a lot of different things. And they work hard. You're talking about people that are putting in 10 to 12-hour days. They work hard. And I find it very interesting that they will work harder at their job than they will for themselves. Because think about it. If something happened to you with your health, your job will check and make sure you're okay, but don't stay out too long because they will have you replaced. At the end of the day, if you're not doing what they need for you to do to perform, they get rid of you. Think about that with your body. If you don't do what you need to for your body to perform correctly, then you start to get sick. You start to have all these other illnesses because you're not putting in the work that you need to for your body. I just ask people, if you just gave me a fraction of what you put into your job, into your body, and what you say your goals are, it'd be crazy. Like you would be where you want to be in a very short period of time. Okay, so think about that. I'm not saying that work is not important, and of course I understand that you need to make a living, but put some of those efforts into your body. For that client that I'm talking about that's a surgeon, she amazes me every day because she does stand on her feet for about 10 hours a day. She meets with me in the evenings. And it's hard pressed unless she gets called into an emergency situation at the hospital. She's meeting with me 2 times a week. And she does stuff on her own. And she still makes time to juice. She still makes time to cook and get in her additional cardio. Things are going really well for her. Okay? So put some effort into your body. Put some of that work back into your body. I understand that it's going to be hard. If getting what you wanted in life were easy, everybody would be exactly where they wanted to be. And we all know that that is not the case. I understand that when we're talking about some of these eating and exercise habits, these are things that if you haven't, maybe you've done it as a kid and you were healthy up until a certain age and then things started to go crazy, or maybe you've never been healthy before in your life. I understand that I'm asking you to make changes to habits that you've developed for 20 plus years of your life. I get it, and I'm still going to ask you to do it because it's what needs to be done. So it's all about what are you committed to doing today. So think about that. If you know that you need to eat more vegetables or drink more water, are you committed to doing that? You start off with very, very small ways to change your habits. Figure out what you're committed to changing. So let's go with this whole vegetable thing. Are you committed to just adding in one more serving of vegetable a day? Okay? I understand you may not like a whole bunch of vegetables, but when was the last time you tried it? Like, I recently discovered that I like celery. I've hated celery and have told myself that I've hated celery since I was a kid. However, hunger one day, and celery was what was available, I ate celery, and I'm like, you know what? This isn't so bad. And so now I make this like ranch dressing with a Greek yogurt mix, and I have my celery. And I enjoy it. It's a good snack for me. But think about what you're willing to make a change for. So are you willing to, and are you committed to adding in that one more serving of vegetable a day? Are you committed that if you don't really care for vegetables, take a handful of spinach or kale and add it into your smoothie? It'll change the color. It'll look crazy. But you won't have a difference in taste, okay? Think about what you're willing to do, that small change you're willing to make. If you're having a hard time doing cardio, are you committed to just putting on your clothes and going out for only 15 minutes? I'm just asking, 15 minutes. Are you willing to do that? More than likely, once you get out there, you'll feel good and you'll go for longer than 15 minutes. But just make that commitment to that small change, okay? And then just add on another commitment that next day. What are you committed to doing today to get yourself closer to your goal? Small change that you're willing to commit to. Remember, this is for you. This is for you. When you have a personal trainer, you're not doing anything to impress us, okay? You're not doing anything for us. You're doing it for you. You were the one that said that you had these goals. You were the one that found this strong desire to have someone assist you with those goals. It is a waste of your time, our time, and your money if you're not willing to make those changes. We're here to coach you through it, but all in all, you're going to do what you want to do and what you're committed to doing. So think about that today, and I'm going to post that picture on there as well. If it's important to you, you'll find a way to make it happen. That's not the quote, but we're going to loosely do this today. And if it's not important to you, then you'll make an excuse. You may feel that things are important to you, but you're still making excuses. So in turn, your action is telling us that it's not important to you. So find out what's important to you. Make those top 3 things. What's important to you when it comes to your fitness and health? And figure out small changes that you're committed to doing, and then make it happen. All right, that's it for today. I will see you guys later. This has been fun. This is outside of my box, but that's what 2012 is all about for me. So, have a great day. Stay healthy, my friends, and I will see you at a different time.